on, folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing on with the doors and getting them into primer, so let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, what I want to do this morning is I want to mark out where the holes are going to go for the door rubber, and I'll show you a quick and easy way to do that. I'm going to take some tape. If it'll move, it's a cold morning this morning. You go like this. Straight as possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find the holes. There's one there. Here's the next one. There should be one there. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And there. All the holes on these cars are the same distance apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the tape, so that's not one's no good. Let me fix that one up. This tape's a bit old, I think. Alright, we're going to go off our first hole on the tape, which is here. Line him up with that one, and then we're just going to follow it along. So it's already marked out. Lines up with the original one here, lines up with the original one here. It also lines up with the original one here, so there's still a bit of tape in the holes. So that is all lined up, ready to fill some holes. Pretty easy, pretty simple.
I begin to
Alright, now that that's done, we'll spin it around, start cutting out some rust. I'll move you along here. Before I cut out the rust, you can see that I've got a dent here if you follow your eye along the line. So I'm going to hit this dent out. We'll try and get it right before we cut this. Do a bit more here. Well, there's no point trying to cut the rust out unless it's straight, or as straight as you can get it. So if I've got a dent in an area that I need to repair, I normally bring out the dent first and then cut it out. And at least when I put it back together, I know it goes back together straight. I've got a spot weld here I've got to take care of, so I can peel the skin back, and then I'll cut the inside out and the outer skin. Now I'm going to stagger this inner panel slightly because when I weld my inner panel in, I don't want it to weld to the existing skin. So I'm going to stagger it in a little bit and then cut it out. I do have a feeling that I'll end up cutting out more than I've got marked out though. Alright, so it's cut out and cleaned up and sprayed there. I did nick it with the grinder here, so when I weld in the inner patch, I'll just weld, do a bit of a weld there. So I'll have to address that, and then I'll make up the inner, get the shape, and then weld that in, and then do the outer skin. Yeah, that's him. So I'm just changing the bits here so I can shrink my piece here. It's for the outer skin. I've also got cut out the plate that will fill in the hole for the mirror cable remote. The mirror cable, sorry. So after I get this plate sorted, I will get that plate sorted. We'll go have a look and see if it's done it. That is a negatory on that. Give it some more angle. Alright, try again. Alright, so there it is. So next thing on my agenda is I'll be tacking it in along here, and then I'll fold it over, and then we'll keep welding it in. Then I'll do this one over here. Alright, time to set up. Alright, so while that light's waking up, I'll go through it. Done my bog work on my repairs on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and etch prime them now, just spot priming. I'll flip it over, take the edges off, prep sole the outer skin down, and then I'll high build that with a guide coat, and this door will be pretty much almost ready for paint. Pretty much almost, probably not. We'll see how we go. Alright, one door in undercoat. You can see why I've got drop sheets everywhere. This place did get a bit murky. While I was spraying, not overall upset, not overall happy with this. I've got a big old sag here, got a massive run in the door handle, which is a great spot to have a run. And I might be able to hide that with the door handle, who knows. It's already touch dry, which I didn't know it would take that quick. It's not an overall hot day today. It's about 15, 16 degrees, so it's quite cold. But yeah, this is already touch dry. Saying that, a few things I'm not happy with is I can sort of see some of my repairs through this area. Maybe on the front door I'll finish off the bog repairs in a higher grit sandpaper. But overall, it's not a total disaster. I haven't got runs everywhere. I've got something to work with, so I'm fairly happy with that. Especially not spraying acrylic ever before, apart from, with an aerosol can. So yeah, hopefully it blocks down. Half decent enough for the car, but we'll give it some days for the solvents to dry up in it, see what we've got to work with. While the solvents are drying up, I'm gonna high build the repairs on the inside, same with the front door. I'll get the bog work done in that, and then we'll go on with the repairs on the outside skin of the front door, because there's going to be a lot of them, and I will show you why shortly. Alright, it's a cold and miserable morning this morning. I thought I'd emphasise on why I am going to be skimming this whole door. You might see in the background I have got the hinges and the bolts ready to paint, but I'm just waiting for the sun to come out, and I don't think that's going to happen today, so we'll continue working on this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to absolutely clog this board up with edge primer, but I will show you how riddled with dents this door is. So as you can see here, this is where I fixed that dent. Obviously need to fix it a bit more, as there's a peak through here and there's a low this side and a low this side, so might have to hit that out and tap it down through here. But you know, same with here, that whole ridge continues, you can feel it. So then there's a low through here, low all through here, and then there's another ridge through here. Might be able to get away with just tapping up this edge here, but I'm gonna have to get the dent puller on it here and here, because this door is an intrusion bar door, so from here to here I can't get from the underneath with the hammer, but you know, that's just the amount of dents and ripples in this door from here to here. I don't know what it's like down here. More of the same. More of the same. As you can see through here, we got dents all along here, got them just below the line here, got them all through here. Now this process, what I'm doing is just to show up the dents. This is no different to when you get your file and scratch the metal. All it's doing is showing you where the lows are. And as you can see, I've got a lot of lows here. Got a lot of highs too, actually. So we'll do the top half and see what that's like before we attempt it. This isn't the best way to do it, but it is the best visual for you guys. As you can see, it absolutely destroys your paper. All that we're doing right now is just getting a visual aid of how bad it is. I mean, I could have done it with the file, but I couldn't have showed you guys watching. But this is why we are full skimming these doors. Obviously, because it's acrylic, I can't get away with you know, high build primer and you know, polyester fills and whatnot. I've done some priming already, and the primer's about as thick as a 2-pack top coat, which is great. I did thin it out. I did 150 mils paint and 100 mils thinners, which in my mind gives me about a 60-40 ratio. So it should have been pretty thick, but it was incredibly thin, but just is what it is when painting acrylic, I guess. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me with this. As you can see, I've got ridges through here, lots of shopping trolley dents, low through the line, low up this side, ridge through here, big low here, this is just, you know, which is fantastic. Big low through here. Big low through here too. I actually don't think this is low here. I think because of this ridge here, it's quite peaked and the board's just skimming over that and it's not picking up this section, which isn't uncommon because it won't pick it up because, you know, it's higher on these sides. This spot's going to get forgotten about, so yeah. So that spot stays fine. It's just really high through here. That's why it's got more metal showing through. But this is what we've got to work with. All right. So this is where I'm going to start. As you can see. Still got. There's going to be lots of this happening. That needs to come up through there, so I'm going to have to get the dent puller on that. That's what it's all about. I wonder if I can get this one over here. Might be lucky. See if we made any differences. No, that's where I'm hitting there. That's not where I want to hit at all. Head's coming off the hammer. It's not what I want. It's what I got though. I like to just push, make sure I'm gonna be hitting in the right spot. I think that got it. It's getting smaller. Coming around slowly but surely. There's 1 out of 100 gone. Start off with him. We'll see what we can do there. Just because I can't feel it, I'm gonna see if I can. Bring it up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply pressure to the dent, and then that's where my dolly is. Kind of feel for your dolly. Around the place, as you can see, it's doing what it should. It's actually, I'm going to move you over because it's extremely hard working around it. Alright, find the dolly again. There it is. Move him. Right, as you can see, there's a bit more bare metal showing. I've had some wins. I've also had some losses. Right now I'm going to put the dent puller on it and correct all the other dents that are still here. I've managed to bring these ones up a little bit, this one here, but I can't get to it real well with from the inside because of the intrusion bars there. So that's where I'm going to wrap things up for today. Next episode we'll be getting these doors painted along with the door hinges. I'll probably do the door hinges off camera just for practice. That's if the sun comes out and allows me to be able to paint. I don't really need to film me keep pulling out dents and bogging it and priming it, because this episode's long enough and I don't want it to be 9 hours long because I have to edit 9 hours worth of film at once. So I'm going to keep going, get this all done and in the primer, and then next episode we'll be blocking them back and painting them if weather permits that happening. So if you like the video, give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more, because there's 2 more doors to do and 2 more guards and a nose cone and tailgate. Tailgate's going to be lots of fun. Until then, take it easy.